had to move Lily around here so she can see me. Was pretty quiet, and then she started hollering. She says, too long being by myself, so hopefully she'll be quiet. Now, I was going to use some coconut oil, but I've already got coconut milk, and I don't want to get too much coconut flavor to overpower, so I'm going to use some avocado oil. You want an oil that will take a high heat. Avocado oil takes high heat. It's good oil to cook with. It's a little bit expensive, but health is really important to me, so I'm going to use that. It should be warming up pretty good, so I'm going to pour it right in the middle, make some big flatbread pieces for me. And I'm going to fry these up. Kind of like pancake batter, I'll look for some little bubbles that are coming up, and then I'll flip it and let it cook, and I'll make a stack of those, and then I'll get started on my cream of chicken soup, homemade. While my little flatbread, whatever you want to call it, is cooking, I wanted to show you, this is my cream of chicken. It's a dry soup mix, and what I do is put what's in here on here, and then to make the soup, you take a 1/3 cup of the dry mix and a 1/4 cup and 1 tablespoon of water to kind of mix it all together, and then you can see what the consistency is, and if it's what you want, you can add more. What I put in here, it may change from time to time. Right now it's 2 cups of dry milk, boy, I got that one messed up on there. I use arrowroot on it, so I put 1½ cups of arrowroot, 2 tablespoon onion powder, 1 teaspoon thyme, 1 teaspoon poultry seasoning, and I used 2 tablespoons of homemade poultry seasoning with a little extra thyme. It's whatever. If you want a little bit of garlic, then you can put a little garlic powder in it and keep it. And then when you're ready to make your soup, you just mix your dry ingredients with your wet. Again, a lot's going to depend on moisture in the air and everything as to how much you use of wet, but that gives you kind of a basic to go by. I got some ideas offline on how to make this from a couple different YouTubers. One being, who was that? It was Holler Homestead, I think is what it was. And yeah, you can find a lot of different recipes, but you want to kind of get a basic and then add and make your own. So I need to go, looks like I might need to flip my little bread, so I'll be back in a sec. Okay, that looks good. I had my heat a little bit high trying to get that pan good and hot. So I turned my heat down to medium, and I may have to turn it down a little bit more, and we'll go from there. Okay, taste test, taste test. Well, actually it's pretty good. I don't taste any coconut, so that's good. I was worried about a coconut flavor. This is not really a meal for coconut, although some people do make a coconut chicken. But that's good. I don't taste the coconut. I do taste a little bit of my herbs. They're actually good, though. I might have almost got it too salty, so this is something you need to go sparingly on with the salt. Now my other one, without all this extra stuff, my other ones that I made, they took the salt. For some reason, this is the salt I'm really tasting, although I like it, but it might be a little, be careful with your salt. Depends how much salt you like and stuff. This ought to be really good with the cream of chicken soup. So I think my chicken's about ready to cut up. I'm going to go ahead and keep cooking some of these little flatbreads up and get my chicken cut up for my cream of chicken soup. Good stuff. Okay, I've got 1/3 cup of my cream of chicken dry mix that I'm putting in here. And then I've got to get 1/4 cup and 1 tablespoon of water. Now I'm going to use water because, remember, inside the mix it's made with dry milk, so you don't need to use more milk unless you just want it extra rich, which, you know, that's a possibility too. It's all up to you. Okay, I don't like to steal credit from anybody. And I remember the name, which one it was. I got the idea for the cream of chicken dry soup from Whippoorwill Holler. Lori and Mr. Brown over there, great people, wonderful channel, and I want to give them credit for this. Anyway, I do my own little changes to it, but that is where I got started with the idea. Okay, and for my cream of chicken soup, I am going to also add some of my poultry seasoning. So I'm going to put that in here. And I don't think I'm going to add the greens to this because I got that in my bread. And I think I have enough astragalus. So I'm going to go ahead and get my liquid going and kind of mix it up. And then I'll put it in the pan. If I need more water, I'll add more water as I build it up. And we'll just go from there. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. This is only going to make about enough for one person. I'm going to make some to keep in the fridge to share if Missy wants some. Miss Tumbleweed or whoever. So I like to make extra. So I'm going to go ahead and double or triple this recipe and mix it up. And a tip for you young ladies starting out that may not know this, maybe even some older ladies that are starting out, maybe you never used to cook, for whoever. And that is clean up as you go. It just makes it so much easier if you clean up as you go. So I'm going to take a minute and put some of this stuff away and clean up, and then I'll show you what's going with the cream of chicken soup. Okay, I'm going to fry up my chicken first. So my pan's good and hot from cooking my bread. And I cut up my chicken, and I'm going to stir that around. Excuse me, cook that up good. And while that's cooking, this part, ooh, it's starting to burn. I got to get to that. So let me, and I had it down low too. Okay, I rescued my soup that almost burned on me. Had a little bit of regular milk in the fridge. I try not to use it, but I wanted something cold to cool it down real quick. And used my little thing here and added some water. I just put a little bit of milk and then added some water. And it hadn't burned to it. It was just getting ready to. So you really have to watch it. And then I'm cooking up my chicken. And we'll go from there. And, ooh, I've got my flatbread. This one, geez, so busy doing a camera, I almost let it burn. But, boy, that's good stuff. It is really good. Okay, it's still cooking and doing good. I got my chicken in there. Excuse me. You know, I love extra veggies. You could just eat it like this. You could put some noodles in it. Whatever you want to do with it. It's a cream of chicken soup, though, so I don't know. You could do that and kind of have a creamy, noodly soup would be good. But I'm trying to stay away from the carbs as much as possible. So I'm going to put some, diced up some, like, peas and carrots and just a little bit. Not anything to overpower it. You don't want too much or you'll just have a sauce for your peas and carrots. But just a little sprinkling of some frozen vegetables in there. Just to add a little bit more nutrition. I'm always trying to think of ways to get more nutrition in the food. Here we go. Okay, I just added a smidgen of peas and corn. I didn't have any cut up carrots. And not a whole lot. I don't want it to take over for the soup. And instead of hearing Lily Bird screaming, I brought her in here, as I said, and she's been just saying a few little squawks here and there, maybe a word or two. Don't know if I caught any of it on the tape, but it's so much better than her screaming. I've got her stand over here just watching me. So anyway, I'm going to taste this shortly and let you know how it is. Okay, this is thickening up nice. So I added probably a half a cup of milk and maybe another half a cup of water. I was kind of in a hurry because I wanted to cool it down so it wouldn't burn. But even with the extra, so what I gave you at the beginning is just what you start with, and then you can make it to the consistency that you like. It's still a little bit runny. It's not real thick, but it's thickening up. I think it'll be just fine. I don't know if I told you, I put some mushrooms, some dried mushrooms in it. So I'll have some mushrooms in my chicken soup. Mushrooms are good for you, I understand. I was never a real big mushroom fan for many years. I always kept thinking, what if a poisonous one got in there? But they're so good for you, and I haven't had any problems. I've been eating them more the last few years, so I don't pick them myself. I don't know that much about them. I haven't really studied that much, a little bit, but I won't eat them. It took me a long time for I'd eat a lot of wild herbs, too, until I got more used to handling them and being with other people who knew what they were doing and that kind of thing, and studying it. I mean, hardcore studying on them. So now I've built my confidence up, and on some things, if I'm not familiar with an herb, I'm still really careful. If I don't know, I won't eat it. But I'm not an expert, and I'm not a doctor, and I just do what I can, fighting to keep my health. In this world with so much junk and garbage all around us, it is a battle, let me tell you. So we need to do the best we can to get the nutrition we can so our bodies can fight all the viruses and colds and diseases that are out there. So, shortly here, I'm going to give this the ultimate taste test. Ooh, this looks good, huh? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'll probably add some pepper. I want to taste it first and get the beginning taste. Then I'm going to add some pepper, taste it again, and, excuse me, I like to put turmeric powder in whatever I can, so I'll probably, depending on the taste of it, I think a little turmeric powder won't be bad. Anyway, I can get these extra stuff in, I do. So, okay, here goes the first taste test. Wow. That's good. That's really good. I think I will try a little pepper, though, and a little bit of turmeric. As good as it is. Here we go. I'm amazed how good that is. Okay. Just a few little shakes of turmeric, a few grinds of pepper. Always want turmeric and pepper together. They help each other synergistically to be used in your body. Okay. Now, notice I didn't put it in the whole pan because other people may not like that. If somebody else wants some, sometimes my son pops in, one of my boys. My other son is far enough away and so busy I rarely see him. But I have my single son pops in. Oh, that's good. Yummy, yummy. You guys got to try it. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget, I've got a contest coming up. Let me know in the comment section if you're interested, and share me on your social media. Let me know. And I will add you to the list. And when I hit 250, I'll have little Miss Tumbleweed pick out a name for me out of a basket of all the names. So we'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.